hit by the sports star. Who hits people? Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. Remember when Conor McGregor hit that Mafia guy? Guess where he hit that guy? In the same damn bar that he met this woman. Same bar. Some people say it was the same area of town. It was on the same street. It was the same damn bar. That's a bar Conor McGregor hangs out in. He thinks he owns that bar. He thinks he owns that bar. Hit by the Irish sports star. When Conor McGregor commits a crime, they call him the Irish sports star. When Conor McGregor threw that energy drink, the dick ride media, an Irish sports star, or the Irish sports star is, when Conor McGregor got a speeding ticket, reckless driving or whatever, the Irish sports star, an Irish sports star, that's how they refer to Conor McGregor, as an Irish sports star. Dick riders hate it. They hate to hear Super Cash say Conor McGregor, because Super Cash don't say the two division champion, the Irish sports star, two division champion. Super Cash don't call him a champion. He's not a champion. Conor McGregor is garbage. He's garbage. He's an alcoholic. And he's garbage. Conor McGregor is garbage. Was hit by the sports star. Conor McGregor. Y'all seen that video of Conor McGregor in the discotheque, rearing his hand back, threatening people? Same bar he hit that Mafia guy in. Conor McGregor. He hits people in that same bar. Conor McGregor's an Irish sports star. That's how they refer to Conor McGregor. How many sports stars are there in Ireland? How many sports stars are in Ireland? They said the assailant had a long-term girlfriend and a small boy, a small child. Could just be a coincidence. But how many sports stars, for real, how many sports stars are there in Ireland? How many? How many sports stars are there that act like that hang out in the bar that Conor McGregor hangs out in? How many Irish sports stars hit people? Conor McGregor hits people in bars. Conor McGregor has a girlfriend, a long-term girlfriend. Conor McGregor has a small baby boy. Conor McGregor has a history of this sort of thing, injuring people. Conor McGregor does not have empathy for other people. That's why Conor McGregor continues to hurt people. He's never had to suffer the consequences of his actions. Conor McGregor is a violent sack of shit. That's what he is. Whether this is Conor McGregor or not, he's still a piece of shit. Whether this is Conor McGregor or not, this might not be Conor McGregor. But what are the chances, that it was some other Irish sports star in that bar that Conor McGregor goes to? They said he was the assailant was with a large group of friends and they were acting rowdy, acting like they owned the place. How many sports stars travel in groups and act like they own the place? Could it have been Conor McGregor and those two brothers? And a couple of, Dylan Dennis, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But Conor McGregor does travel around, you've seen Conor McGregor with his entourage of rowdy people, rowdy little punks. They're all punks. Every one of them are punks. They're punks. Dick Riders comment on to Super Cash. They say, Super Cash, you don't know. That woman is so scared of Conor McGregor. He's connected with the Mafia and with bad people. Listen, the Mafia may have set this up to put Conor McGregor down. You never know. Conor McGregor may have done this, or the Mafia might have set his ass up. John Kavanaugh cut ties with Conor McGregor, distancing himself from Conor McGregor. Old Coach Roddy cut ties with Conor McGregor, distancing himself from Conor McGregor. Were they forewarned? Distance yourself from Conor McGregor. Put some distance between yourself and Conor McGregor. Who knows? Did the Mafia set it up, or did Conor McGregor hit a woman? It could be either way. Or it could be another Irish sports star that goes to the same bar Conor McGregor goes to. Could be some other Irish sports star that hits people, and has a long-term girlfriend and a small baby boy. The chances that it's Conor McGregor are, one could reasonably assume there is a chance this is Conor McGregor. Listen, the young woman had bruising, on her neck and her face and on her body. And the reports are that she appeared to have been strangled and punched. Listen, who would have ever thought Conor McGregor would pick up a hand truck and aim it at someone's head, at a human being's head, and throw it through, Who would have thought Conor McGregor would do that? It doesn't seem, who the hell would do that? That's shit you go to prison for. Conor McGregor should be in prison. And Conor McGregor will continue to do the shit he does until he pays for, suffers the consequences of his actions. If this is Conor McGregor, who's to blame? Who's to blame? Did Conor McGregor actually do his anger management? Did he actually go through anger management classes when he did that shit in New York? Did he? Did Conor McGregor do community service? Did he? Did Conor McGregor, the state of New York, see, that's where, the state of New York can be held partially responsible. If Conor McGregor did this, just think, Conor McGregor should be behind bars. If Conor McGregor did this, he should be behind bars. And if he was behind bars, this wouldn't have happened. If Conor McGregor had served even a month or 2, 3 in jail, some time for hurting people, Conor McGregor may have learned a lesson. Conor McGregor didn't learn a lesson. Dana White paid his ass in full. He was sorry, Conor McGregor said he was sorry for the actions that led him, to court. He didn't give a shit about the people. He should have said, I'm sorry for hurting people. I'm sorry. He should have said, I'm sorry to the fighters, and I'm sorry to to the public and to the fans of MMA and the UFC. He didn't. He's just sorry for the actions that led him. In other words, that's a nice way of saying, I'm sorry I got caught. He's just sorry he got caught. And they're saying that the assailant in this case is maintaining his innocence. This lady's got bruising all over her, and she's been strangled, man. Come on, she's 20 years old. She's got a small baby, you know. She goes out, she's got a husband or boy, I think it's a boyfriend or whatever. She's got, people that love her, and she goes out with her fucking friends to have a good time, and she meets a predator, and he's pumping whiskey shots. For everybody gets a shot of whiskey. Come on, try this whiskey. Doing like he did to Khabib. Here, have another one. Here, have another one. Like he was doing Khabib, see? Pushing that whiskey. Oh, now let's go back to the motel, to the hotel, She's just, drunk, And Conor McGregor's got whoever the person is, got a limo. But she don't think shit's gonna happen, you see? You see? Conor McGregor, Dana White, when Conor McGregor picked that can of that Monster Energy drink up and was, looking for shit to throw, Dana White was saying, no, Conor, stop. No, Conor, stop. No, Conor, stop. Did Conor stop? Hell no, Conor McGregor didn't stop. You see? You see? Conor McGregor. Dick Riders, y'all can get mad all you want. Supercast will never refer to Conor McGregor as the 2-division champion or the former 2-division champion. Supercast will always call Conor McGregor Conor McGregor. If you don't like it, stick it up your ass. If you don't like it, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what you don't like? Who gives a shit what Conor McGregor's fans don't like? Conor McGregor's fans, every one of you, are partially responsible for the people that Conor McGregor has injured because of your permissiveness. Your permissiveness. Dana White's permissiveness. Dana White's to blame for this. New York's to blame. If this is Conor McGregor, New York's to blame. New York's to blame. The judicial system to blame. The Irish judicial system to blame. They pulled his license for 6 months for what? For driving 100 miles an hour? Bullshit, more than that to it. He was UI, okay? He was DUI, and he was UI under, pulling on his nose and geeked out. Same thing in New York. Conor McGregor was geeked out when he did that shit. He was UI. He was, guarantee you, they checked his alcohol level anyway. Pulled his license for 6 months. See? Pulled his license for 6 months instead of arresting his ass for driving while intoxicated or while under the influence. Conor McGregor wasn't straight driving 100 miles an hour. He wasn't straight, and let him go. It's the permissiveness. The permissiveness. Dana White didn't do shit to Conor McGregor. Didn't do shit to Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor jumped in the Bellator, assaulted, ring officials, pushed Goddard onto a concussed fighter. Who give a shit? Nothing happened to Conor McGregor. Nothing. Conor McGregor jumped out of the octagon, jumped right up in Jose Aldo's face. So what if Jose Aldo had to perceive that as a threat and punched Conor McGregor? It would have been a melee. It would have been a melee, but Jose Aldo, he did not react. He had common sense. But it was still abuse. It was Conor McGregor. That's Conor McGregor. That's his impulsiveness, his lack of self-control. That's his lack of self-control. Throw that hand truck. Well, listen, that wasn't impulsiveness. Conor McGregor pre-planned that. He's a predator. He's a predator. He's a snake. He's a predator. He pre-planned that. He pre-planned that attack in New York. Pre-planned it. He saw it up, he pre-planned it. Same shit this person did at this bar. The predator that did this to this young woman. Predator. A predator. A snake. A snake. A snake did that. strangled her and punched her. Damn it. These kind of people, the kind of people that do this right here, they put them on the lower level in prison. They put them on the lower level for a reason. That lets the rest of the prison know what they did. You see? Because prison guards don't like that shit. Men hate that shit. The other inmates hate that shit. Conor McGregor, if this is Conor McGregor, he'll have to shave his head and act like he's a damn Nazi or something and join some group. He'll have to get in some group, some skinhead group, something. You know, he'll have to. He'll have to, you know, put a damn, swastika right in his fucking forehead. Conor McGregor had to join some kind of group like that. Because in the general population, he will be unsafe. He will be unsafe. And when Conor McGregor is in that group, there will be a price to pay. He's small. He's a small little turd. And he's prissy. And there will be a price to pay for him to have protection. There'll be a price to pay in that group. Conor McGregor pay the price. Or else he'll pay the price from the whole prison. Yeah, potentially. Because, he did this to a woman from the same town he's from. His town's not going to be behind him. This is an Irish woman. Listen, Ireland is not behind Conor McGregor. Ireland is not behind Conor McGregor at all. They don't appreciate what he's done to their society and how he's made their country look and what he's done to the youth of Ireland. Conor McGregor is like a cancer. And a cancer spreads. A cancer spreads, and that's what Conor McGregor's done. He's cancerous. He's a disease. And he's spread, and Ireland realizes that. He's cancer. He's cancer for MMA. And dick riding has spread. But a cancer can be removed, can be cut out. That's the only way to get rid of a cancer. Or it'll just continue to spread. It'll just continue to spread. Conor McGregor, whether this is Conor McGregor or not, he's still cancer. He's still garbage. He's still a piece of garbage. Conor McGregor. Dick riders hate that. Piss on you, dick riders. Conor McGregor's going to prison.